The Cockroach Janata Party, who is leading the protests over examination paper leaks in New Delhi, has made it clear that it has not changed its position on the demand for Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan's resignation. CJP renewed the demand despite the Prime Minister promising of a new law to tackle such leaks. Its leaders are set to meet government representatives later.
तो अगर बीजेपी वाले या जो सरकार है वो सॉल्यूशन चाहती है, so there is only one solution to this: Dharmendra Pradhan must resign.
Prime Minister Modi has promised that more action would follow on Friday in paper leak cases. He said that a bill with provisions for strict action against paper leaks will be introduced in Parliament soon. The Prime Minister's post came after the Delhi High Court announced a fast-track court to hear such cases. The centre has shifted Higher Education Secretary Vineet Joshi and appointed new officials to top positions in both the school education and higher education departments.
फास्ट-ट्रैक कोर्ट और कठोर सजा के प्रावधान के साथ का ये मुसद्दा कल कैबिनेट में चर्चा होगी। कैबिनेट के साथियों के सुझाव के बाद उसका अंतिम रूप दिया जाएगा और सोमवार से संसद का दूसरा सप्ताह शुरू हो रहा है, तब जल्द से जल्द उस बिल को सदन में पारित कराने का प्रयास किया जाएगा।
Activist Sonam Wangchuk has ended his hunger strike after 26 days after the government assured that no legal action would be taken against those protesting against exam paper leaks. Wangchuk said that his decision followed a long negotiation on various conditions.
आखिर में आज उन्होंने लिखकर आश्वासन दिया है।
There's a statement from the government side. Government is positive on not registering cases against those protesting peacefully at Jantar Mantar in Delhi and those participating in the march to the Parliament on July 20, 2026. The government has already assured threadbare discussions to find solutions to paper leaks and educational reforms for exams in the Parliament. Besides, the government is also positively considering suitable compensations for the suicide victims of recent NEET paper leaks. ये हमारे साइड से।
Thank you. I have my leaders from the FX body of.
The Cockroach Janata Party has welcomed the development and thanked Wangchuk for his courage and sacrifice, but it added that the protest would continue until the Union Education Minister resigns. Reacting to Prime Minister Modi's message, the leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi called it a pathetic midnight video and reiterated that students want Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan's resignation. Hundreds continued to pour into Jantar Mantar as the protest showed no sign of winding down. Delhi Metro Rail Corporation has again announced that 17 metro stations will remain closed on Friday until further instructions. To give us the latest updates on the story, Principal Correspondent Dharmendra Kaur is joining us live. Dharmendra, as things stand, what is the mood like on the ground? Could this meeting open the door to any real breakthrough?
Well, that is what everyone is hoping for, and that is what everybody is also anticipating at this point, because this meeting between the central government leadership, including Health Minister JP Nadda and the representatives of the Cockroach Janata Party, is now going to boil down to one thing, the biggest point of contention, that is the resignation of the Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan. Because what we've seen in the last about 12 to 15 hours, we saw late at night a slew of announcements made by the government and certain actions that they took as well. And this includes them replacing the Education Secretary. And then close to midnight, there was a video put out by the Indian Prime Minister on social media platforms talking about taking stringent legal action against the accused in the NEET paper leak scandal. and also tabling a bill for fast-track courts in Parliament. And then after that, post-midnight, we saw BJP leadership reach the hospital to convince Sonam Wangchuk to break his fast, which he eventually did. And so after all of these developments, the one thing that remains is the demand that has been raised by the Cockroach Janata Party and the demonstrators at Jantar Mantar, which is the resignation of Dharmendra Pradhan. Now, the government has said nothing about that in this regard, but it remains to be seen what comes out of this meeting, and will there be any sort of acceptance from the government on part of accepting Dharmendra Pradhan's resignation, or will the government be offering alternative proposals to the Cockroach Janata Party and to the demonstrators? And then the question becomes, where does the protest now go from that point? Because if the election does not remain solved, then the future of the protest and the future of the talks also remain in limbo. And there's also the legal aspect to look at on the other hand. We're looking at cases and PILs that are being heard separately at the Rouse Avenue Court about the bail plea of a key accused in NEET UG paper leak being rejected. Simultaneously, Supreme Court is hearing PILs, and the next hearing is now on August the 3rd with respect to the overall system change as far as competitive exams are concerned. So there is a lot happening administratively, legally, and also on the protest front. But as conversations on all parallels continue, the protesters remain intact in thousands at Jantar Mantar, near Jantar Mantar, and also in other parts of India where demonstrations and rallies have been conducted.
Of course, Dharamjot, these talks will shape the larger context of the nationwide protests. Thank you for joining us, getting the latest that we're tracking for our viewers.